started is the hardest thing in the world. If we pull back a bit in the fourth quarter and then the new year roll around, a lot of times, you know, we start the new year out having to build with new people. Having to build with new people. Trust me, I know what it's like. And so I talked about this quite often as well, you know, we worked the fourth quarter hard, coming into the first quarter, you will have a great, great first quarter. But if we didn't come out of the fourth quarter with some good action going on, chances are coming into the new year, it's going to be slow. And you know, one thing that we do have control over, we have control over what you and I do. That's the only control we have. We don't have control over what others do. None whatsoever. You probably heard me say this many times before. If someone quit on me, I go get one new person and it starts all over again. Commissions start, people trying to promote from the bottom up. And it's the new people that builds the excitement in the organization. Because no matter how we look at this, ladies and gentlemen, we can't say it's the company. The company is not responsible for recruiting people in the organization for us. If the company is sending your checks on time, if the company is delivering the products that they promise, the company is doing their part. And the bottom line is, you and I, we have to provide a certain level of customer support. We have to provide a certain level of customer support to our teammates. And that's the way it is. Every business I've been in, the biggest reason I grew in those businesses, it had nothing to do with the company. The people bought in on me. They didn't necessarily buy in on the company. The company is SleepM. Many of you are never going to meet anybody at SleepM. You're only going to meet that person directly responsible for sharing the opportunity with you, and you're going to potentially meet them on a Zoom meeting, some of the other teammates. But when was the last time any of you saw Emma Heath, our CEO?
In person.
In person. I think last time she was on this Zoom was more than a year ago, or almost a year ago. So what I'm getting at, you guys, we are independent. We are independent contractors. Only thing I know is that when I fill out an application and that person give a credit card, finance, or whatever, that lady by the name of Emma Heath is going to send me a check. No ifs and buts about it. She's going to send me a check when that happens, 72 hours later, because she want to make sure that the deal is not going to cancel, right? But she's going to send us a check. And that's the attitude we should have, because, you know, let's keep it real. I've been here, this year would be my 3rd year anniversary, July to be exact. July would be our 3rd year anniversary. And when I think about the income that I earn here, I mean, this is the only thing I work for money to get. I have other things that generate me income, but this is the only thing that we work at to make money. The only thing, nothing else. I'm so grateful that I caught the vision, because I got a lot of my friends in the beginning. They tried to talk me out of this. They said, oh man, you can't make no money in that. They all called me the mattress man. Oh, Al, he the mattress man. He's selling mattresses. He work at a furniture store. I used to hear it over and over and over. Different people call me and say, Al, it must be really going bad for you guys. Y'all selling mattresses out here. I said, yeah, do you want to buy one? You see what I'm saying? Because there's no shame in my game on what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing. But first and foremost, it's the posture that you must have if you want to succeed in any business. First of all, let me ask you this. Is your belief level there? Is your belief level rock solid? Are you going to waver one way or the other? Depends on what day of the week it is. When someone come along and they tell you they got all these negative things to say about your business, are you going to stick and stay? That's what you got to ask yourself. I have a certain posture about myself. I don't care what anybody think about what I'm doing. I get up, I do what I have to do. I do it with a smile on my face. And I know one thing for certain. When my 1099 come this year, I'm going to be jumping for joy. Because I know that Rani and Al Powell, we're in the top 5% income earners in the USA. How much money does Joe Biden make? Anybody wager to guess how much money the president of these United States of America make?
In the 400s, right?
Last time I checked, it was a tad bit over $400,000. But of course, I don't get the perks that the president of the United States get. But I get the income without the headache. And I'm just thrilled by what's happening. And I can tell you right now, if someone was offered a salary of what we were earning, they would be jumping for joy and they wouldn't care what we're selling. But what is it about? You know, a lot of people, they want something guaranteed. They say, but oh no, I need something guaranteed. I know, I talk with a lot of people. The vast majority of people, they tell me, but is there a guaranteed pay? But you're not guaranteed you're going to do the work. Because how many of us actually get up and work like they got a real job, or work this business like they got a real business? How many of us actually do that? See, in this line of business, it's work, 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 check. That's the way it starts out. And then at some point in time, it's going to be work, 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 check, check. And then at some point, it's going to be work, work, check, 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 check. And at some point, it's going to be work, check, 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 check. If I got paid for what I did during the month of December, I wouldn't have got paid very much. Because I'm guilty, guys. I know you guys think that we work hard, but we take time off sometime too. The month of December after the convention, we did very little. We did very little. As a matter of fact, I've been to the office one time since I got back from New York. Once. How many times I go to that office has nothing to do with how much money I can earn. Zero. Zero. I can go to the office 7 days per week. Doesn't mean I'm gonna get any sales from that office. No. Doesn't mean that at all. I can make the same amount of money by jumping here on a Zoom. I done saw more people this past week right on Zoom than going to the office over the past 30 days. Because I schedule my meeting, we meet up on Zoom. They want to see me, they see me on Zoom. I want you guys to get outside, Start thinking outside the box. Start thinking outside the box. Realize this is not business as usual. It's not business as usual. And the way we earn has changed forever. The way we earn. I want you to think about how the pandemic changed everything. There are so many people who are still working dislocated from the office because of the pandemic. I want you to think about SleepM. $34 million in revenue during the lockdown. 1.5 years shut down, $34 million. What does that tell you? That tells you that those offices being closed did not affect people generating an income for them and their families. You do things differently. And I can tell you right now, over the past week, I had sales come out of New York. Nobody bothered to go to the office. I'm here in California and they're in New York. They don't care. But it's the posture you have. If you have that posture that they got to go to the office, sit down with someone before they make a purchase, well, guess what? That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to say, but Susan, I'm going to wait. I can't go down to the office this week, but I'm going to go down there next week. Next week, come and go. Girl, I couldn't make it down there. But I tell you what, I'll go down there soon. I'll call you when I'm able to go by there. You understand what I'm saying? Or are you guys only planning on recruiting people in Los Angeles, in New York City, or Toronto? Are those the only 3 locations we know people? No. You're going to follow your warm market wherever it may take you. Wherever your warm market take you, that's where you're going to go. This is potentially a warm market business. We say it over and over and over again. And listen, and if you don't have a warm market, you have your cold market eventually become a warm market for you by building relationships with the people that you come across. I can't tell you how many meetups I have been to and recruited people. All of us know what a meetup is, right? You have different meetup groups you can attend. Everybody gets to stand up and give anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes spill on what it is they're promoting. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with you starting your very own meetup group in your area? What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. There's so many things you can do to expose your business and get the information in front of people. But this is what it's about. It's about educating people and getting the information in front of them. It's not about selling, it's about telling. That's what this is about. The problem is, I guarantee you, 99.9% of the people who throw the towel in, they haven't even talked to 5 people. I can assure you that. They haven't talked to 5 people and they tell me, oh, Al, this is too hard. This is too hard. Nobody wants to do this. It's all about what's going on up here. That little guy inside your head is talking you out of this every single time. What if you had a positive mental attitude towards your business? And before you ever pick up the phone and talk to anyone, you know you're going to seal the deal. You know it. In your heart, you feel it. and you're speaking it into existence every single day. All about what's going on up here. If you think you can, if you think you can't, you're equally right. It's time for us as a team to stake a claim on what's rightfully ours. I know every single one of you on this Zoom, you have the potential to make $50,000, $60,000 on the low side this year. How many of you, what would an extra $50,000 do for your family this year? An extra $50,000, and you did not even have to leave your house to earn that money. How would you feel? How would you feel with an extra $50,000, $75,000, an extra $100,000 coming into your house, and you never had to leave your house to get that money? What if you decide, hey, I'm going to build a local team in my backyard? I'm not concerned about what Al's doing. I'll just plug in to get some moral support from Al and Rani. But guess what? I stake a claim on the area I live in. I'm going to become the leader in my area. And guess what? They don't have to try the product, guys. Everybody know what QVC is, right? Let me share this with you. During the lockdown, looked like every other week, I open the door, there's a box sitting in front of the door. Rani got in a habit of buying from QVC. She never tried none of the gadgets and all that stuff she bought off QVC. She never tried anything. She sees something she likes, she pick up the phone, she phone in and she order it. And she still got a habit of doing it today. How many of you have went online and purchased something online without ever seeing it, without ever trying it? Listen, people buy clothing online all day long. People buy shoes all day long online. They never ever try it. And people buy mattresses online all day long. I share with you I think you guys might have heard me tell you this story before. I'm laughing because when I first found out about SleepM, I go down there and I wasn't really sold on it. I wasn't that excited about it. Matter of fact, on the drive home, I look at Rani and I say, do you really think we can sell a mattress? And we laughed the rest of the way driving home. But here's this is where the turning point was for me. I go back on a Monday, because it was a Saturday when I first went down there. I go back on a Monday and go back on a Tuesday. Tuesday, we left that office late. We get home and Rani do what she normally does. When we walk in the door, she grabbed the remote and she'd turn the TV on, and it's always on QVC. That night, and I'm sure all of you guys done heard the name Property Brothers before. Property Brothers are these two twin brothers. They refurbish houses, put it on the market, flip them and stuff. Property Brothers was on QVC that night. Now keep in mind, Property Brothers have a net worth of about $400 million. Now, when I see Property Brothers, they on QVC selling a mattress of all things. I look at Rani and I said, we gotta watch this so that we can learn the lingo on how to sell the mattresses. Because at that point, I thought this was about selling a mattress. So yes, I wanted to sit there and I wanted to know what they were saying. So I sat there on the edge of my couch, and then the hostess, she comes up and she said, we only got just over 200 left. Now here's a mattress selling for $2,600. They got just over 200 left. I'm sitting on the edge of my couch and I'm wondering how long it's going to take these mattresses to go. Listen, I sat there for the next 2+ hours and I watched over 200 mattresses sold on QVC. No one tried it. All they did was picked up the phone, called in, and ordered and hand over their credit card. Wow. I was blown away when I saw that happen. Absolutely blown away because I'm like, wow, nobody tried it. So I said, well, I don't have to get nobody to go down to that office to sell them nothing because people are going to buy it anyway. So look what happened. The following Tuesday, I started a Zoom meeting. And we would show the cutout of the mattress, the pillows, the toppers. We show all of that. And now today, 60% of our clientele are geographically dislocated from the California office and the New York office. Because I didn't get that mindset that I only can talk to people in my backyard. I picked up the phone and I called people that I had an ongoing relationship with first. Relationship. That's why we call it relationship marketing. And I know so many other people have done the same thing. The first guy I get into business out of New York City, well, guess what? He was passing out a pamphlet promoting the bus tour in New York City, the open air bus. He threw a flyer in my face, and guess what? I reached in my pocket, gave him my card. I said, hey, I'm expanding in the New York area, and I need someone like yourself that's aggressive on getting clients. All these people out here, I want you to send some up to me. I'll do the work for you, and we can make some money together. The first guy who signed with me in New York, he was promoting the bus tour. And guess where his first distributor came from? It was somebody he had answered an ad 10 years ago who lived in Memphis, Tennessee. The guy did a 3-way call with me. We got to talking. Come to find out we knew some of the same people in the networking arena. And this guy spent over $3,000 with me within 30 minutes. He never met me. He never met the guy who referred him to me. Wow. But I wasn't afraid to ask for the money. And I can tell you right now, I can tell you a lot of people with similar stories. I can tell you about a young lady who called me on a Monday. I was in the office. She actually called Rani, and Rani said, hold on, I'm going to get Al for you. And she said, Al Powell, I've been looking for you. For more than 30 days, I've been trying to find a number for you. And guess where she lived? Birmingham, England. Birmingham, England. She gave me a credit card right over the phone, no questions asked. You gotta have that posture about yourself. If you got a kind of a wishy-washy posture about yourself, nobody's gonna be willing to give you the money. No one. I'm telling you guys, don't overcomplicate this. I want to teach you the basic skills to be successful at this. But some of us, we simply overcomplicate. We overcomplicate. We think that we got to be great salespeople. I'm probably the worst salesperson on the planet. But I do deal in volume. I deal in volume. I know that everyone is not going to say no to me. They're not. Every single person I talk with, I know for a fact I have a 50-50 chance they're going to say yes. Wow. I love those odds, don't you? I love those odds. The law of large numbers will always work in your favor. Nobody is so bad that every single person will say no to you. No one is that bad. I'm bad at this, right, Rani? I mean, it's no good. I ain't all that great at this. Rani would tell you, she hear me, I talk to so many people talking. But I'm here by choice. Nobody is forcing me to do this. I'm here by choice. I have worked one job since I left. When I left home, like I always say, I left the comfort of my mother's arms and right into the comfort of Uncle Sam's arm. Hung out there for 20 years. Even if I hid out in the locker room, I still got paid. But the reality is, when I left the military, I started doing network marketing. And I have been self-employed ever since. Rani and I got married. 3 years later, she quit her job. And she's been doing network marketing with me ever since that time also. And we've been through every cycle of the economy. And we didn't struggle. We did quite all right. And I can tell you right now, guys, it's all about your attitude. Change your attitude. You would change your whole outlook on life. It's all about attitude. But only you decide what attitude you have. I can't change your attitude. You decide the attitude that you have. The old saying, they say, your attitude determines your altitude. How high you go depends on your attitude. Listen, we are on an equal playing field. What if I told you no one is better at this than anyone else? You're just as good at this as Rani, myself. You're just as good. No one is a failure. No one. You decide whether you succeed. You decide whether or not you fail. That's the way it is. Because it all starts up here. What attitude do you have? It's your attitude determines everything. Listen, it doesn't matter if it's SleepM. It doesn't matter what business it is. Your attitude will determine whether or not you succeed or fail in that business also. So it's not necessarily the business, it's the individual. The individual and whether or not you want it bad enough. Sometimes some of us are exposed to wonderful opportunities. I always say, you and I, we're going to have 2 to 3 chances in life to make a whole lot of money. 2 to 3 chances in life. Some of us might have passed up amazing opportunities in the past. Some of us, including ourselves, some of us have made bad choices with different businesses we might have gone into. How many of you have met someone and they said, but Al, I'm not doing none of those things no more. The only person who would say that is someone who has not been successful yet. But if you've been successful like we have, 30 years at the game and made money at it, why would I say, oh, I'm never going to do that again if I made money at it? I would never say that because I have been successful. But you can be successful also. It's about learning yourself. One thing that I always say, one of the things we experience along the way in this line of business, we experience what we call growth. We will grow as an individual. The life experiences that we gain along the way will make us a better person. Listen, I'd experienced it. I went from saying, oh no, why? Why can't I make no money in this? Why? Why is everybody making money at their networking business, but I can't make a dime? I asked myself that many times, toss and turn at night, because I done spent so much money on these different programs. I can't make a dime. One day I took a long look at myself in the mirror, and I said, mirror, mirror on the wall, why is it I can't make no money? And that handsome guy looked at me and said, you are a quitter. You are a quitter. Because at that time, guys, I quit every program I ever been in. When I look back on it, I'm like, I start thinking about all the different businesses I got involved in. Yeah, I quit that one. Yeah, that one I lasted a month, but most of them I only lasted like a week until I got the terrible word no, and I went running. I hid that starter kit from myself and didn't want to ever see it again. I've been down that road. I've been down that road where I sit back, I stand in the back of the room. I see everybody being congratulated and walking across stage, getting great big old fat checks. And here I am, I made it to the convention, used the last dime on my credit card to get to the convention, barely could afford the room. And I'm saying, Al, what are you doing? What are you doing? I done been there, guys. And when I decided to change and be on the other side of the fence, I said, never again. I'm not going to be the one that's not making money. And I got myself, I decided, I tell Rani, I said, Rani, we have to operate in this top 5% of everything that we do from this day forward. I said, my life, my family is dependent on me. How can I let my family down? My family is dependent on me. I gotta make this happen. How can I recruit anybody near and dear to me if I never succeed? And I changed. I became relentless at what I was doing. Yeah, I'm a very quiet guy. I ain't got 3 words to say most of the time. But I tell you what, when they come down to business, I am all in. And I go, go, go. I want to make my day count. I want to win at this. You ever wanted to win at something so bad? Say, I got to win at this. You know, it doesn't matter what we're selling. I don't care what SleepM is selling. It just so happened we are a health and wellness company. It just so happened I am a product of the product. It just so happened I am sold myself on the product because I bought the product before I ever knew that I could earn 1 ruby red cent. Wow. Guys, I'm fired up because I'm excited for all of you. I know that you're where if you didn't experience any of the things that I'm saying here tonight, you know, it's just a matter of time before you have your breakout moment. Just a matter of time. No ifs and buts about it. Everyone at some point in time, when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you're going to have your breakout moment. And things are just going to turn around for you. And all of a sudden, you're going to be making money that you never thought was possible before. I know. I didn't join SleepM with the attitude that I was going to make a lot of money. Matter of fact, the money was the last thing on my mind. I didn't come over here looking for an extra stream of income. I didn't. Matter of fact, I say this over and over, had someone invited me to a business opportunity that Saturday, I would have declined to show up because I wasn't looking for no business opportunity. I wasn't interested whatsoever. I was more concerned about my health at the time. And listen, there's no such thing as being a great presenter. I remember someone, I forget what company I was with, but I was making a whole ton of money with them. And I remember somebody got caught on a hot mic on a Zoom. And they was really lighting into me. And oh man, I got 2 guests on here and this idiot is bad. Oh man, he can't present. And they going on and on and on and on, talking about how horrible I am. And he's on a hot mic. And I'm hearing it all. I look at my wife after I said, am I really that bad? I said, well, I don't want to change what I'm doing because I may stop making money. Because this guy got no idea how much money I'm making. But he felt as though I did a lousy job. Lousy job. Listen, guys, if you present to the right person, you can never present it wrong enough. And if you present to the wrong person, you're never, ever going to present it good enough. I've been down that road 30 years. And you know what? I do my very best, but sometimes the best is still not good enough. And no matter what you do, some people are gonna ridicule you and they're gonna badmouth you without even knowing who you are. And I always say this, take control of your business. Take control. I look at myself as a coach and a teacher. And all I can say, your experiences, your attitude, and most importantly, you being yourself. People buy in on you. How many of you have ever made a purchase from someone you didn't like? How many of us? I won't buy something from somebody I don't like. They come across as not likable. I won't spend 1 penny of my money with them. If you come across as likable and believable, people will buy all day long with you. I know. I got hundreds and hundreds of sales right over the phone. Hundreds of them. All I needed was a warm intro, and I'd pick it up from there. And bottom line is that I'm not selling. I'm just simply telling and sharing information with people. If they want it, fine. If they don't want it, we don't have to act like we acting out of desperation. It's fine. If they want to think about it, it's okay. Some folks want a one-call close. It's okay. I put a few new people on the fence every single week. And every week I may pluck 1 or 2 off the fence. And that cycle goes on all throughout the year. I follow up, follow up, follow up. I'm going to share with you a message that someone shared with me. He said, Al, I want to first of all thank you for following up with me. He said, you have followed up with me so diligently. You're the kind of person I want to work with. So you never forgot about me. You followed up diligently. And you know what? I'm all in this month. All in. Now, this is someone I've been talking with off and on since July, August timeframe. July, August. How many of you throw the towel in too quick and you give up on people? And most of the time when I call this individual, I'm not even talking about business. I have a habit of making notes when I talk to people. And we're talking about different things that's going on in his life, his work, his family, and what have you. Not necessarily me trying to sell him on my business. And I just let him know, hey, it's okay with you. I'm going to follow up with you in another month. But, hey, take your time. If you're not ready right now, I'm not calling you to try to get money out of you. I just want to make sure you're okay. See, people don't want to know how much you know. They want to know how much you care. That's what it's all about. I done all the talking. I don't like it when I do all the talking.
It's okay, there's so much to share.
And anyway, guys, listen. If 1 second here.
Manage body secrets.
I'm gonna change my view here to gallery. Anyone want to share anything with us? Anyone want to share anything? I don't like to do all the talking. Anybody want to share anything with us? Anybody want to share anything? Because I don't know it all. I learn from everyone, even a brand new person. I listen. I tend to listen I like to listen more than I talk. Can you guys share? You guys want to share with us?
We raised
Wow.
our hands, so.
Everybody's shy tonight. Nobody want to talk. You guys want to make me earn my money, don't you? Let's continue there. But really, I want you guys.
Questions.
Yes. Who is this? Oh, let me see.
Credit
Hey,
note.
Al, this is Renata. I'm sorry, I got a question.
Sure.
How many times do I
Supposed to be ahead.
follow up on a future prospect? Because they hold on, baby. They sent me a message off Craigslist that they were interested. I've been trying to get their number so that way I can get in contact with them. But how many times do I just keep following up? Is it twice a week or
Okay,
what?
so let me ask you this. This person never sent you a number. They only sent you a verbal message. I mean, a text message or email.
Yes, they sent me an email off the Craigslist ad.
Okay, well, in that case, if you don't have a number, I guess, they may not be that serious. But, you just send them a note, send them some information. It only takes a few seconds to invite somebody to a Tuesday night Zoom and, invite them to a Zoom, get them on a text list and say, hey, just type a little note. Hey, you had shown interest in an advertisement I had out there. Let him plug in on Tuesday night to get the information.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Or if you like, you can even send them a video recording. But I would recommend send them one of these shorter recordings that we have. It's a bunch of shorter ones within 15 minutes that's on the YouTube channel.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank y'all.
Sure thing. All right. Anyone else? And again, guys, it doesn't matter where the contacts come from, but like I say, even if you run an ad and get people interested in your business, a lot of these people from ads you still wind up building a relationship with. You build that relationship with them by communicating. So I'd had people, strangers that I met in New York. We wound up having dinner together and we talked, so we build that relationship. It's really all about relationship. Even the last Airbnb host that I have, we developed a great relationship. We went out for lunch together. She took us out. We had lunch together. She came by the office to visit us, not one time, but 3 times. She's the one who took care of the leasing of the Airbnb for me. And even today, she's not in my business yet, but we still communicate. I just talked with her last week on text. You know, she's wondering, when am I coming back to New York? It's about building relationship. And I have many people in New York that I talk with on a regular basis that I didn't know prior to my trip to New York. You see what I'm saying? They all don't.
Oh, we're not hearing you all of a sudden.
Are we back?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Okay. Now, Susan, you want to share with us? I hadn't seen you in a while.
All spoken.
Happy New Year.
I know you're not lost for words.
I have more of a question.
Yes, what's the question?
Well, I'm coming up on my first year anniversary at the end of the month or near the end of the month.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if there are certain people that I brought in that don't have the at least 1,500 to stay active. And I think they also need one sale per year, correct?
Mhm.
That is correct.
Then if do they become inactive, and is there roll up, or can you kind of explain what happens if someone becomes
Okay.
inactive below me?
Okay, and I'm glad you mentioned that, Susan, because a lot of people are coming up for a renewal. Two things that keeps you active or qualified for all your commission. The one thing that will shut your commission off immediately is if you came in less than 1,500. You got a 1-year distributorship, obviously, 1,500 and less. So now, if you came in that way, then of course, if you don't bump up the volume, if I came in with a 580 pad, for example, well, I need to add on at least, let's say, $1,000 roughly to stay active. If not, my commission stops completely. And you'll get a notification. They will get a notification 30 days prior, the whole month. That message will come up in their back office. But the problem is that a lot of people are not logging in, you know, if they're not that active in the program. So now, so that's one part of it. The other part, you must have one personal sale per year. If you don't have one personal sale per year, what will happen is that your commission will be cut in half. You'll still get some of the commission, but it'll be cut in half. So now, how do we resolve the first part of it? The first part of it, you know, you kind of look and see like where you at. Some people may have 3 positions they're trying to keep active, but if money is an issue, I would say make sure the master account stay active. You know, when you stay active, if the 1 year is up, just make sure you activate it before sales come in. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't mean that if you go 3 months beyond there, you can't, you know, put that amount of volume internally and increase it. You still can increase it, you know, but you really, really want to do both, because the one sale per year is simply you recruiting someone. If you recruit someone and they make a purchase, the first purchase goes up. That's like a personal sale to you. You follow me on that?
When you say it goes up, does that mean that you don't get the commission?
Sponsor. She's a sponsor.
Okay, you're the sponsor. So I'm saying if you're trying to meet the requirement of the one sale per year,
Mhm.
just like you recruiting someone. Okay, I found me a new recruit who bought a pillow or bought a single eye mask, for example. Either way, that's going to give you a personal sale because that commission goes up to you. Where the commission doesn't go up to you is that, let's say your master account need to be bumped up to a 2-year distributorship. So now you go in and you buy something internally, the shopping cart. You log into the back office, go to the shopping cart, and you make a purchase. Let's say, for example, you buy, a heating pad. The heating pad would give you, what is $16.90, right? It would give you $16.90 in volume. And that would make your master account. It would make it a 3-year distributorship, even if you had bought a pad for $580. You're now qualified for 3 years now. But the commission would go to your sponsor, whatever that product was you bought, to get the top position active up. It would go all the way, because to get a 3-year distributorship, it's $2,250 up to $3,000. So the heating pad so if you're trying to upgrade a position down below, I would highly recommend a heating pad because it's $16.90. And then, of course, you get the $50 per point. You get the $600 plus the $50 per point. So you can just about buy another product, even with the commission coming in.
So if I have a person in my group who has had a recent sale, a personal sale under them,
Mm-hmm.
yet they are not going to make sure that they've got at least 1,500 in order to renew.
Mm-hmm.
What happens with any sales for them once they've reached their renewal date, their anniversary date, and they haven't gotten above 1,500 in their master account?
It's going to flow up because the commission won't even show to that account. It will go up to the next qualified person.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you going over all those details.
Yeah, it goes to the next qualified person.
Thank you.
That's why, I think we need to really give some consideration when we talk to our new members. For some people, it doesn't matter, because you're buying the least expensive item up top, and then you come in with 3 positions and you're buying the bigger amount down below. For some people, it may be in their best interest to purchase the bigger item up top, so they potentially have a 3-year or lifetime distributorship on the master account. So really, because what happens is that if a person is active in the business with us, at some point the upline is going to get that commission anyway, whether it's now or a year later. Because when you buy in that position, same thing with me, I still had to bump up my volume to over 3,000 for me to have a lifetime distributorship on my master account.
Mm-hmm.
So my sponsor still wound up getting that big commission at some point.
Right. As long as they're active.
Exactly. If not, it rolls up to somebody else anyway.
Okay.
It just doesn't go to me unless it's down below.
Okay. Gotcha. Thanks.
Yes. Okay, that cleared up. Okay, who else there? Everybody clear on that, right? So make sure, if you're coming up on your 1 year, make sure you randomly log into your account, read those messages that pop up, because you will get a fair warning ahead of time. You get the warning ahead of time. They will let you know all month long that that position is expired. Okay, everybody clear on that? Miss Ranjit?
So it's
anything?
good. Today is your night.
No, today is my night.
Next round.
I thought it was ladies' night, and I'm trying to pass it over to the ladies. Who else we got here? Anybody want to share? Samara, you got anything you want to share? Our neighbors up north in Canada want to share anything with us?
I was just saying that, yeah, it's great products. It's wonderful to see so many people benefiting, and people should just try to utilize these products for their life. You know, it's going to help you. Sleep is really important, and more people are getting to understand this. So yeah, I'm really happy and looking forward to more products and more progress. Exciting. Thanks for the updates.
Fantastic. Okay, and then let me ask you guys this. You know, we got the sleep app, the sleep dot, the sleep light, and how many of you have been promoting that side of your business? How many of you been promoting that side of your business?
I have to, oh, I kind of put, I need to know a little bit more information about that.
Okay,
So I haven't been able to do it.
keep in mind the key on this, and we'll cover it next Sunday since we're so far in the hour. But keep in mind with this side of the program, you must order the app in order to get paid from your downline. And when you order the app can be applied to 3 ID numbers. 3 ID numbers. So now if you have a leg, let's say you had Samara as a master account and Samara 1 and Samara 2 down below, all 3 can be on that one app. And now that app, when sales come in down below Samara 1, the commission still would go up to Samara 1 and the master account. But you have to at least have purchased one app, one sleep app at what, $59 per month.
You need to bind your account by buying one app. So do it below you so you can earn your own residual to the master account.
Yes, so it's highly recommended.
Can you tell us, Al, I'm sorry, can you tell us about the $59 per month? Because mine expired after I bought it, and I've been trying to get it. I've been told that we'd get an email from the company. Can you tell us what's going on with that?
Hey.
About the automatic charge every month for us?
At the moment, they're not taking any money out. And so not to worry about it. There will be an email going out to everyone when the next payment is due. They took out the first one, so you're active. And some of you have seen some residual being entered into your wallet from your organization who has purchased the app. And since then, there hasn't been any more residual coming in because they haven't taken any money out. They're still fine-tuning the backside of the app. And then very soon they will be taking out the residual, the monthly payment, but they haven't yet. So, and they will not just suddenly just take it out and then you realize that the amount was declined because there was insufficient funds. They will give you ample notice prior to taking it out for the next go around. But they did take out for the first time from everyone.
Okay. So we don't have to worry about it if it says it's expired in our back office.
Correct. Right now.
Okay, thank you.
No, you don't have to worry about it at all.
And the other question I have is about the products that are aligned with that part of it. If people purchase those, like if people purchase that in their master account, does that count towards the 1,500 into another year when they buy products on that side of things?
Yes, it does.
Great, thank you.
Yes.
And just a question, the Sleep app, is that an actual app on the phone, or
Yes.
I'm a little bit
on the
confused.
phone.
So
Yes.
it's SleepM app?
Looks like this. Something they can just see it on the camera. I'll
Yeah,
show it to
yeah.
you.
No, but it's an app.
download.
Obviously, you can create
Yes.
that. But you download it from Google Play or Apple
Can you
Play or
see
maybe
it?
the
It's
store.
right there with the polar bear. Can you see that?
Yeah,
It's
right
an
there
app
on the
right
app.
there with the polar bear. That's the app. And I'm going to open it.
But it's what is it
Yeah.
called in the Google Play? Like SleepM?
Yes.
SleepM app?
Yep. The app is there. Yep. SleepM. Yeah. Can you see that?
And then open it
Oh,
up.
accept. See, like that. You see that?
Do you
see-
have to pay the $59 the first time in your back office in order to download that though? I think I
Yes.
had to, yeah,
Yes.
Correct.
before
Yes.
I could download it from Google Play.
Yes. And you can hear the music. There's some music there, different musical tunes. You can hear that. You can set it up. But then if you want the devices to work with the app, you will need the sleep light and the sleep dot. If you don't buy those two devices, there are other parts of the app that are working with music to wake you up, different music to put you to sleep. All that is available on the app.
Okay, thanks.
All right, so I'm showing top of the hour. You guys been a great audience. I could almost hear a pin drop. You were so quiet. So we're gonna go ahead and close out tonight, and I'll be back here on Tuesday. And I just really want to encourage all of you, really push to get people on the Tuesday night Zoom.
Presentation.
You know, this is how we're gonna really explode our business this year. It's through the Zoom meeting. I practically built my team over Zoom because, like I said, most of the people are not here in my backyard. And when I look at this, the names on this webinar tonight, I mean, you know, Leon is in Hawaii, Susan is in Northern California, Junko is in Las Vegas. We have Samara in Canada, Janan is in Kuwait, and you know, Charles is in Atlanta, and you know, some of you I don't know where you're from, but let's see, somebody 912, I think that's New Jersey. You know, so this is a great way for us to grow our business in a big way. You know, again, like I said last week, two of the biggest New Year's resolution most people have: make more money or lose weight. I don't know which one you guys chose to do, but you're out here tonight, so hopefully your New Year's resolution is to make more money. So in 2022, guys, let's all make a ton of money together. And you know how to get a hold of us. If we can do anything for you, let us know. We're more than happy to. I will see you on Tuesday night. Have a wonderful evening. The recording will be up momentarily.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.